This is Bimbo News with your hosts, Allie Siegel, Melissa Stecky.
Hello and welcome to Webcrawler's Bimbo News. I'm Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
This is a podcast where we'll cover everything from viral news stories to pop culture to things that we watched on TV during the week. We have a Patreon. Our true crime episodes are now only available at patreon.com/webcrawlers for $5 a month. I just forgot how to read for a second. That was really weird.
$5 a month. Period.
Yeah, my mind just, I don't know what just happened. You'll get 2 to 3 episodes a month, which is awesome. Also, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and call into our hotline and leave a voicemail if you'd like to be on our mailbag episodes. And we have posted a prompt on our Instagram, which is Webcrawlerspod, I believe, or is it Webcrawlers?
It's Webcrawlerspod.
Webcrawlerspod.
I put what's your worst or first job. Those are always fun to talk about. What else did I put? The weirdest thing you've eaten.
Yeah, weirdest thing you've eaten. I think scary stories. My first job was I worked retail at Contempo Casuals at the West Side Pavilion, which is no longer.
You worked at Contempo Casuals.
Boy, did I. Or was it Rampage?
Fucking love that.
It was either Rampage or Contempo Casuals. I can't remember. I was on a lot of Ativan.
Oh, wow.
I had just dropped out of Boston University because my high school boyfriend and I had broken up.
Wait, you dropped out of Boston University because you broke up with your boyfriend?
He broke up with me, but yeah. I lost
and you were,
my mind.
depressed?
I was like, I'm going to throw myself in front of the train. And my parents were like, you should come home. And so I came home and got a job at the at the mall.
That was a dark time.
Yeah, I ate a lot of frozen yogurt, got a job at the mall.
Wow.
Do you have a story like that? Please call us and let us know. How did you handle your first breakup?
Did you throw yourself in front of a train and have to move home and work at Contempo Casuals?
And move back in with your parents?
Did you have to work at the merry-go-round?
Yeah. Our number is
626-63 for 2069. Nice.
Now, Melissa, who are our patrons this week?
We have Ryan Philippi.
Yes. Felipe.
Kiko.
Ooh, Kiko, I like it.
Cheyenne.
Ooh, I also like it.
And Rosa R.
Ooh, I like that also. Guys, welcome to the team. Let's get into the news this week. We are on the tails of Halloween. Halloween's
done.
Halloween's done.
Yeah, it's done.
It's donezo.
And we had Heidi Klum's party. We haven't talked about that yet.
So stupid.
What did you think of her costume?
I didn't love it. I'm going to be real. I didn't
either.
love it.
She
Everyone's
was
going crazy.
A peacock.
Yeah.
But her feathers were Cirque du Soleil dancers.
Yeah, like other people. And then her husband was an egg, like a peacock egg or something. Or peacock egg?
Peacock egg.
Do peacocks even do eggs? Do they lay eggs?
Do they do eggs?
Do peacocks do eggs?
The birds lay eggs.
What are the ones that do those huge eggs? Are those peacocks?
Those are pterodactyls.
No. What do
Emus?
those huge eggs? What? Oh, ostrich. It's ostrich. Yeah. They're medium sized. Peacock eggs are normal sized.
I'd say medium sized.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I don't know.
It didn't do it for me.
It didn't do it for me. I was like, okay.
In terms of her other outfits in the past, when she was a worm, she was Fiona from Shrek.
Oh my God, Shrek was amazing.
So, yeah, she's been so many amazing. She was an old lady once, which was insane.
Right.
She's been so many amazing things. This one, I was like, it's a throwaway. Didn't love it.
Didn't love it.
Yeah. Next.
Did you see Khloe Kardashian's Bratz costume?
Oh, no. No, I didn't. I'll Google it right now.
Well, I saw the photo and I was like, oh, who is that? And then I saw it was Khloe Kardashian. I was like, oh. And then a lot of comments were, is she blackfishing? Which is where you make your skin darker. Or it's not blackface, but it's you're a white person trying to copy a certain aesthetic.
To me, this looks like the skin tone she always has.
It's always very tan.
Which I think we have to remember, she's Armenian. So she does have a darker skin tone. I do think, though, the makeup is a little interesting.
Questionable. I will say it's questionable. That was just the general consensus. A lot of the comments I saw, people were accusing her of doing that.
That's interesting. I don't know if I agree with that, although I've seen it done. I've seen blackfishing way worse.
Yes.
For sure.
I mean, to be fair, that is her aesthetic
For sure.
most of the time.
Well, also, the whole family has been under fire before for stealing from black creators.
Sure. Yes.
Like
Kylie Jenner's lip thing.
And I think some of their clothes, I can't remember if it's Skims or other stuff. So they do definitely have a history of this. I think dressing up as a Bratz doll in general is just a little questionable. I mean, I don't know. I honestly,
don't know.
I'm not an authority on this. Pass.
We're just throwing it out there. Pass.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Oh, we have to shout out producer Maria.
Oh, yes.
She had quite a Halloween.
Yes.
She and Craig won their neighborhood house decoration contest.
Yeah, her neighborhood loves Halloween, and they have like a neighborhood contest, and everyone decorates their houses,
you
and
can
she
vote.
won. Yeah,
They
it's
won.
crazy.
Yeah.
Incredible. I wish I lived in a place. I only got like 3 trick-or-treaters.
I know. I got one family.
How did Ripley like it? Did you take her anywhere, or
We did not take her trick-or-treating
She's gonna remember
because
that forever.
I know. We took her to Maria's neighborhood the weekend before because
Smart.
they all decorate, and we took her there and we just got photos. And then the day of Halloween, she has this where she goes to this daycare thing once a week.
Oh, cute.
A daycare that she might go to. You can go try it out.
Yeah.
Where you go like for an hour once a week. And all the kids wore their costumes there. So that was like,
So that's Halloween.
and she goes to bed at like 7:00 anyway. So like,
Also, she's too young for candy.
she doesn't
Right?
eat candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it. Infamous story, my villain origin story.
Oh my
is
God. This makes me mad.
I know. In 4th grade, my mom let me sleep through Halloween. I went home after school and I said, I'm going to take a nap, like wake me up when it's time for trick-or-treating. And I was never woken up,
What time did you wake up?
like in the middle of the night, being like, what happened?
Did you have a costume ready?
Yeah, of course. It was like Halloween's my favorite holiday. And her excuse was that I guess it was raining that year. And she was like, I didn't think you'd want to go trick or treating. And I'm like, bullshit, you didn't want to go trick or treating in the rain. So you just let me sleep.
Oh,
But you know what? Forgiveness is a beautiful thing. It is what it is.
wow.
And I will be able to have many Halloweens for the rest of my life.
It usually rained or snowed on Halloween in
Yeah, of course.
Michigan. And you have to wear your jacket over your costume. And it was
Yeah.
just a total waste.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, right. You can't even see the costume. That's so. I didn't even think about that in terms of like East Coast.
Such a bummer.
Yeah, that's really funny.
But I saw a lot of costumes on Instagram that were very creative.
Some of you guys did great jobs.
We got Gabe Dunn was Christopher from The Sopranos.
That's incredible. That is so
it was
fucking
very
good.
simple, but that's a good one. That's
That's
good
so
costume
good.
to do. I saw someone, I don't know who it was, but I saw someone was Che Diaz from
Oh, boy.
and Just Like That.
Oh God.
And then Robbie Hoffman, who is Gabby from The Bachelor's girlfriend.
And an incredible comedian.
She was the Titanic submersible.
I don't even know. She like was wearing some
This
sort
like
of
white
cardboard.
plastic cylinder thing.
Yeah, and it said
She had a
OceanGate.
controller. She had like the Xbox controller that they
Yeah.
used
Oh,
with like
God.
the Ocean Gate logo.
It was so funny.
It was good. It was
yeah.
very good.
I saw her. She was on God, what podcast? But outside, I saw them do one of their live shows, and she was like the guest they had. And she was so funny. This is like a year ago, maybe. And I was like, I have a crush. I've just said like so many times. I'm so sorry.
I'll
be more aware of that. Yeah. You're gonna have to. And afterwards I said to my boyfriend, I was like, I have a crush on that comedian. And she is like Larry David is her personality.
I didn't know of her until I saw that Gabby was dating her.
I was astounded when I saw it. I was like, how did this happen? This is so funny. Anyways, I ship them, as the kids say.
Okay. You ship them?
Yeah.
They're still saying ship?
I Titanic submersible them.
Wow. And then you saw John Fetterman, Senator John Fetterman and his wife were Gino and Jasmine from 90 Day Fiancé.
He's talked about loving Bravo before, I think. I can't remember where he was talking about it, but he's a Bravo head.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Hashtag not all politicians.
That's
he's one of the good ones.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then my friend Jamie, who I don't think you know her, Jamie Patterson, she dressed up as, okay, do you know this commercial from like the 80s or 90s? It's the McDonald's commercial. They have the chicken nuggets. And then there's the Bride of Frankenstein, where it's this chicken nugget that's wearing like a white coat with like white hair with like a stripe in it.
I don't think I do.
But I saw her costume. I was like, what is that? Then I was like, oh my God, that's genius. It might be. It's like a Halloween.
Oh, I think I see it. Is it orange hair with a stripe on it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Do you remember those like Scared Silly, the commercials?
No,
where
but
the chicken
McDonald's
nuggets
used to be
were all
cool.
like,
yeah.
Yeah. She was that. It was great. I thought it was genius.
That's really good.
And then I dressed up as Raquel from Vanderpump Rules.
Incredible.
I made a Tom Tom sweatshirt.
And you made it all.
I made it, yes, with
You're so
fabric
thrifty.
pens.
It's BravoCon right now. I haven't really watched any of it. I need to. It's all on Peacock, which I subscribe to, and so I'll have.
It is.
Yeah, so all the panels and stuff. So
I've only watched Vanderpump panels.
I haven't watched any of them, so I'll have to. I've seen some of the stuff on Twitter, but we'll have to. If you guys are Bravo heads, we'll catch up on that and kind of.
Also, I saw a lot of people dressing up as Harry Potter characters.
Oh, guys, you gotta stop.
We
gotta boycott her.
Are we still doing that? What's happening?
Oh, it's rough. I mean,
I saw a lot of people and I was like, wait a minute, do you just not know? Are you not online and you don't know what J.K.
Rowling is doing? Yeah. First of all, it's just so dated, first of all, which is weird. I mean, listen, I was the hugest Harry Potter fan. I would go at midnight with my dad to the book openings and to when the movies would open. Like, I was a Harry Potter head.
People have fucking Harry Potter tattoos.
I know.
Like,
that's why you don't
crazy.
get a tattoo of something you like.
I know.
You just get
That's
a
why
feather.
I gotta get rid of my Jared from Subway tattoo.
Exactly. Your
get that removed.
$5 foot long as Jared just holding it with a kid smiling. Yeah, it's bad. Like, guys, she said something recently that was crazy.
Yeah. She called trans people like rapists or something.
Yes. She's
just going for it.
Yeah, she has, I mean, she has nothing to lose. She's a billionaire or whatever. So she's like, it doesn't matter if I have a career or not. I mean, her brain is just melted. That's actually probably what's even more scary is that this is just her belief system.
Yeah.
Listen, bad woman, don't support her. That's a place where I can't separate the art from the artist. And I don't want to. No. It's just, I don't want to support this crap head.
Crap head.
I've literally never said
She's a crap
before.
head.
She's a crap head.
Poo-poo head.
What is it, the 50s? Anyways, one celebrity who we are terrified of but love, Gwyneth Paltrow, Goop. She's released her 2023 holiday gift guide, and it's actually a little bit less deranged than in the past.
Is it?
Kind of. She's split it up into parts, which I think makes it more palatable.
Okay.
Because she's gotten a lot of flack in the past for having
like $50,000 vacation to Japan.
Yeah, and listen, shit like that is still on there.
It's nice,
but that's in like there's a category that's like ridiculous spending. And then there's, for your spouse, under $100. So I think she's done that to
Oh,
make
I
it
didn't
seem
see
less.
that category.
Yeah, to make it seem less.
Because that's what
insane.
Oprah does.
That's smart. That's smart. So she's some of the crazy stuff that I found. And if you guys peruse it, let me know if you found anything crazy. All this stuff isn't in the ridiculous category. Some of it is. Some of this is just like she thinks you should buy this for someone. A $165 box of macaroons.
Okay, but how...
Macarons. I think it's like
good
10. How good are they?
10? Only 10?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Listen, I would maybe. 165 Vesper 2 vibrator necklace. We might have talked about those before. It's like those necklaces that are, it looks like a little line, but it's actually a vibrator.
Okay.
Yeah. A $14,580 backgammon set.
Oh, affordable.
Why not?
Why not?
Imagine having that kind of shitted out money where you're like, this is my $15,000 backgammon set.
That is just that's probably the biggest waste of money.
Hugest waste of money. Yeah. How often are you playing backgammon? And even if you are playing it every day, what does that set do differently that other sets don't? Unless it just automatically wins for you and you're a backgammon shark.
Maybe.
A $15,000 gold G-spot vibrator.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's always been on it, I think. A $396 piece of Parmesan cheese.
I mean, that was like right from fucking Italy.
I bet that's good stuff.
I bet it's good.
My boyfriend once went to, Parmesan's like a place. Oh, Parma. It's not called Parmesan.
I went to Parmesan, Italy.
He went to Parmesan, Italy.
I mean, there's a brie.
France? There's a brie France, right? And there's
France,
a
not brie
cheddar.
Italy.
There's a cheddar cheese Utah. He went to Parma and he went to like a Parmesan factory and he went to he got a tasting of different ages of Parmesan. Cool. I know, it's like my dream.
That's cool.
There's a $180 coaching session with a sex coach.
Okay.
An $800 fondue pot. $285 olive oil.
No.
I think me paying $16 for that Graza olive oil is insane.
That's expensive.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I doing here? And it doesn't taste different. Sorry, unless you want us to do an ad
Unless
for
you're
you.
dipping
in which case, I'll delete this later.
Bread, I guess, in it. Like if you go to a restaurant, you dip the bread in it.
Right.
I don't know.
And then under men's gifts, there's a $180 crepe pan. And I was like, are men making crepes like crazy that they need a $200 crepe pan? Yeah. I thought that was so funny. It was like gifts for your husband, this $200 crepe pan.
No.
Never seen a man make a crepe in my life.
No. I don't know that they know how.
No. And then there's a $27,000 a night villa in the Dominican Republic.
Is it the whole island?
No, I think it's just a villa for one night in the villa. It's $30,000.
Dang. I saw that. I sent it to you, the Arctic Circle tour on the airship.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
That was like,
was and I didn't know
I didn't know. Yeah, it's on the list.
Oh,
it was on like the first page of it. But like, I didn't, I remember the Hindenburg crash in like the 1920s, the airship.
Boy, do I. Like it was yesterday.
Because I thought they were still using hydrogen, but they're not. They're using helium now.
Still don't love it.
And it looks like this big, and it's called like Ocean Sky or something. I'm like, it's too close to Ocean Gate.
Yeah.
The Titanic company. Like the logo looks a little too similar.
I don't get it. So it's honestly, it's like a blimp, but there's seating and you can kind of like see out of it. It's almost like a clear blimp. I can't even really explain what it looks like.
But it's like very wide and it's like a private jet style, but it's like bigger. And it only goes 1,000 feet above the ground, I think.
But do you like stay in it for an extended period of time or is it just like a trip somewhere?
I
Is there a
don't know. I
bathroom?
don't understand. There's got to be a bathroom.
And food? It just is the most confusing thing. It doesn't seem enjoyable to me.
No, it's like a hot air balloon, like over
It's
the.
like an air
I
cruise.
don't know. An air cruise. Yes.
It's not. It's crazy. If you guys know anything about those things, I didn't even know it existed until you showed me.
I thought they
was
were
like,
banned.
What the fuck is this? You thought they were
Because of
banned.
those
I didn't
people
even.
died.
I didn't even know that it was a thing. So I mean, that shit's crazy. That's a no from me, dog. Great celebrity news.
Travis and Kravis, as
Kravis,
they're known.
yeah.
Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian had their son, and they named it Rocky 13 Barker.
Interesting. Okay, is that like their 13th kid or something?
You know, I think it actually is.
I mean, not together, but I mean, like, is that like the 13th child in the Kardashian family or something?
Oh, it might be actually.
Because they have a little like litter of kids over
Oh,
there.
yeah. I think it is the 13th of
Let's
theirs.
see how many.
Yeah, because Kim has 4, Kylie has 2, Kourtney already has 3, and then Travis has
2.
Travis has 2 or 3. I think he has 2 and then an adopted one. So that would be 13.
Wow, I'm smart. I came to that quick.
Wow.
Yeah, the Kardashians have 12 children between them, so then this would be 13.
Between them and the Barkers? Travis Barker's family? Or is it between... Oh, wait, because Rob has 1 kid.
It seems like more.
How many kids does Kourtney have? She
is
had
crazy.
3. Now she has 4. Kim has 4. So that's 8. Kylie has 2. So that's 10. Rob has 1.
It says, if you're wondering how many kids the Kardashian and Jenner girls have,
Who's the other one?
the immediate family only count is currently at 12. Okay,
Where's the other one?
Kourtney has 4. North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm.
That's Kim.
I mean, Kim, excuse me. Kim,
Kim has 4, right?
Yeah. Okay, Kourtney has...
Prior to Rocky,
had 3.
Penelope, Rain, and someone
Mason.
else.
Mason. Are
Okay,
you
so
counting?
That's 7 total.
Yes. Okay, so...
Kylie has 2.
No, I'm at Chloe. Chloe is 2.
Oh, Chloe has 2.
Yeah.
And then Kylie has 2.
Kylie has 2, and then Rob has 1.
Rep has 1. Okay, so that's 12.
So then this is 13. So they're
Rocky's
not
13.
counting. They're not counting.
I forgot Chloe has 2.
Well, what's crazy about what it says about Chloe's kids is that one is named True and the other one is named No Name Johnson.
Oh, right. It's the one she had this year via surrogate with Tristan.
Yeah, but have they named it yet?
Oh, I don't know that they did.
It was born on July 28th, 2022. So I hope they've named it by now.
Tatum.
Okay, good.
True and
Tatum and
Tatum.
True. Interesting.
Tatum Thompson. Tristan, Tatum, True.
That family is too big.
Too many.
Oh my God, Kylie's kids are Stormy and Wolf.
Right, Kylie has 2.
Oh, but they changed Wolf's name.
Oh, right, it's not Wolf, right? It's Aire. Aire.
Oh, that's so
Aire.
weird. 6 months after, or 6 weeks after birth, they changed it.
Yeah, she's like, he didn't feel like a wolf. Wolf Webster. I like Wolf Webster.
I like Wolf Webster. That's
Now
kind
it's
of a fun name.
Air Webster. Nah, I
No,
like
that's
Wolf.
bad. Yeah, Air Webster sounds like a dork. Wolf, it's like Wolf Webster, attorney at law.
Wolf Webster. Wolf's a good name.
Yeah, Wolf Webster, private eye.
Wolf and Stormy and Air.
Stormy. The air's stormy. All right. Well, sure.
right. Well,
okay. So congrats to the happy couple.
Congrats to the happy couple. Moving on. Fruit flies.
Moving on to fruit flies.
Well, you have a ton of fruit flies.
I have a fruit fly epidemic at my house and I can't get them out despite everything I've tried.
I have a lot of fruit flies too.
Sucks.
And apparently there's a fruit fly infestation in Los Angeles. It's a different type of fruit fly that they found in Leimert Park. It was a Mediterranean flute fly, aka
Flute fly?
fruit fly,
Foo fly.
med flies. So they did like a 9 square mile quarantine of like produce, where like you couldn't sell produce for a while. And so what they're doing, because I guess it can like, it gets into fruit and it just destroys entire crops.
Oh shit.
So they only found 2 from which they collected, but they're like, that means
That's
there's
enough.
way more.
Yeah.
That means there's way more. So what they're going to do is drop 250,000 fruit flies
Oh, come on, guys.
over a 9 square mile every week for 6 months. And what they are male sterile fruit flies. So what they're going to do is they're going to mate with the female fruit flies and they're going to lay eggs, but the eggs will not be
Viable.
yes, there'll be no eggs. And so
Interesting.
there's not going to be any, so they're just going to die out.
Fascinating.
Which is what they're doing with mosquitoes.
Oh, that shit's bad too.
They do that in Tahiti, or not Bora Bora, but the that other island. They have pretty much eradicated mosquitoes by capturing the male ones, and then they sterilize them and they release them, and then they mate, and then they just die out because there's no eggs.
They need to do this all in my backyard. Who do I contact?
They've
This
been
is
doing
crazy.
it around the U.S. I think they did it in Florida, but that's what they're doing with the fruit flies.
Wow. I wonder what it's like when, I hope they release the fruit flies at night or like at 3 a.m. Like, am I going to be
they're
out
just
and about
gonna
and then they're just going to like, I'm going to be
dump
like
them on your
in the
head?
middle. Yeah. Am I going to be in the middle of a fruit fly swarm?
They're gonna be thrown out of military planes.
Yeah, exactly. That's
and
my
just
worry.
released.
Yeah. It's going to like rain. That's like the plagues. Like, what plague is that? I'm going to request do that at like 2-3 in the morning when no one's really
But I
out.
think the quarantine is for a 69 square mile area of LA County.
then
The
do it at
residents
4:20 in the morning.
to keep homegrown produce on their property and to double bag fruit before throwing it away.
Oh, it's like that bad. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, whatever I have is like resistant. Like, I've done fruit fly drain stuff, fruit fly traps,
Wow.
and they are just not budging. So
yeah, hopefully get rid of those med flies, those Mediterranean flies.
yeah. Well, speaking of food gone bad, Utah man says Grubhub delivery driver mistakenly gave him urine instead of a milkshake, which I don't even understand how
Well,
that
he probably
happened.
peed in the cup.
Well, yeah. It says a food warning, distressing content ahead. It says in this
Warning.
USA Today. A food delivery service customer in Utah got a shock when he received a cup filled with piss. It doesn't say piss in the article. Instead of the milkshake that he had ordered. Caleb Wood of Saratoga Springs said that he had ordered fries and a milkshake from Chick-fil-A. Weird.
That's all you ordered?
No main, just fries and a milkshake.
I get that.
Fascinating.
I
I've
hope
done
you
it.
tipped well.
Yeah, seriously. On Grubhub. Maybe that's why he got pissed. When I started eating my meal upon delivery, I put a straw in my cup that was delivered and took a sip.
No!
I soon discovered that the cup delivered to me from the Grubhub driver was a warm cup of urine.
Fuck. What a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, the driver reported admittedly to mixing up 2 styrofoam cups inside of his vehicle. Oh, this is kind of sad. The driver told him that he works long hours without any
Yeah.
bathroom breaks. Yeah, so he
They
had
gotta
to
pee in
relieve
their
himself. In the
cars.
car. That fucking sucks, man. The urine sip made him sick. Grubhub only refunded part of his order. They only
Just the
refunded
milkshake.
Yeah, they only refunded the milkshake. That's bananas.
Oh, God. Can you? Oh, I mean, I would barf, probably, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it would go through my mind that it's urine. Like, I would be like, I don't know what's happening here. I think I would be in such a state of shock that I would just be like, I don't even know.
There's a picture. Is this a picture of the actual cup? It's a styrofoam cup with a clear lid, and you can see it's like dark colored inside. I wonder if I would notice if like I put the straw in and I'm like, this is liquidy.
I would notice. I mean,
I think I would notice too.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink. I mean, if I did drink it, I would be like, is this warm like Lipton iced tea or something? I think I would.
Well, it depends on what it tastes like.
Yeah, that's some dark piss. Our man
Maybe the
is
guy
dehydrated.
drank the milkshake and he peed that out, so it like kind of tastes like milkshake still.
Yeah, I mean, there's a plus. Silver lining. I feel bad for this guy that's a real statement on our economy that this guy has to pee in his car.
That's what Amazon drivers and UPS drivers and delivery drivers, that's why they're all striking, because they don't have time to pee.
That sucks.
Yeah.
CVS pharmacists are striking too.
They are?
Yeah, for not having enough like pharmacists per location, which I understand.
Okay, well, they need to do that before I get or after I get my Vyvanse refilled.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say like they're saying like, well, you can't with Vyvanse, but get your stuff filled as soon as possible because they don't know when they're gonna strike at each location. But I guess you could get it delivered to another location if you need to.
Great.
I know.
Great.
Anyways, I didn't watch this. Did you? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction?
I don't think I've ever watched it.
I watched it once for some reason. Oh, when Dolly Parton was inducted, I watched it because she at first declined because she didn't think she was a rock and roll artist.
Right.
So she made a whole rock and roll like CD so that she would feel okay with being in there. Yeah, and all the songs were legit so bad, but God bless her. So
what a woman.
The inductees are Kate Bush. That's cool. Cheryl, like, do you really have to be rock and roll, I guess? I don't know. Cheryl Crow.
Yeah.
I don't know what Kate Bush is.
Well, Kate Bush, she's from the 80s, but she got famous from Stranger Things.
Well, I know who she is, but I'm saying, like, I don't know how to even classify her. Like, that's how I feel about, she's like a Bjork type. Like, I don't even know what genre I would put her
I don't know.
as. Missy Elliott.
Okay.
This should just be like the musician hall of
fame. Yeah.
George Michael.
Sure.
Willie Nelson.
Sure.
Rage Against the Machine.
Sure.
The Spinners.
Who are the Spinners?
I don't know.
Oh, they are from the 60s and 70s. They're from Ferndale, Michigan. How do I not? Oh, they're like a Motown group.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fun. They're like a blues, rhythm and blues, R&B group.
Oh, I like that. Also Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. Yeah, so that's fun. Let us know if you watched and how their performances were. But you know me and music. Just a Matchbox 20 kind of girl. That's all I need. Just give me my Taylor Swift and my Matchbox 20 and I'm ready to go. Yeah. Here's another food related thing, or drink related thing rather.
Did we ever play that video of that girl in her car who was drinking the Panera Bread charged lemonade, who she was like freaking out because there's so much caffeine? She's like, I didn't know there was so much caffeine. Like, it's a funny like Instagram video from like a few months ago.
No.
Where she is this girl who's like drinking this thing called the charged lemonade from Panera Bread. And it has as much caffeine as I think a Red Bull and a Monster energy drink combined. And she had no idea. And she was getting like refills.
It's only, the refill part is crazy, but it's only like 250 milligrams of caffeine or something.
Only?
Yeah, that's not that much in my opinion.
That's a lot of caffeine.
Well, a cup of coffee is like 150.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, never mind. It's 390 milligrams.
Of the charged lemonade?
Yeah, the charged lemonade is 390 milligrams of caffeine. Oh my God. Never mind. That's crazy. That's too much.
Yeah, and you get free refills. Or this girl that did the video had like a card where she got free refills. So she's like, I was at Panera all day and I just had like 4 refills of this. And she was like, and I feel fucking nuts. And I didn't realize it had this much caffeine in it. But this girl died from it a year ago. Her name's Sarah Katz. She's 21. She had a heart condition and was not aware of the caffeine content in the drink. And she had one large cup. She said that Panera, or the family argues that Panera failed to appropriately warn consumers about its ingredients. She had a heart condition called long QT syndrome type 1 and avoided energy drinks at the recommendation of her doctors.
Yeah.
So she bought a charged lemonade in Philadelphia, September 10th, 2022. She went into cardiac arrest hours later. And her roommate and best friend said she was very vigilant about what she needed to do to keep herself safe. I guarantee if Sarah knew how much caffeine this was, she would have bought it. Because they don't say how much caffeine is in it.
Well, maybe not at her location. In the picture in the article that I'm showing, it says charged lemonade like on the...
I think they just changed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it says like how much caffeine is in it based on the size. Well, yeah, that's crazy because if you get a large, like for a regular size, I guess it's 250, which is still
that's
a
still
lot.
Two
That's like
and a
drinking
half
a large
cups of coffee.
Yeah, that's like a lot.
Yeah.
But if you're getting a large, and you have to think that there's also so much sugar in it, which is also going to make you
There's
hyped
30 teaspoons of sugar.
That's insane. And then it also has other stuff in it. I think has like guarana. Yeah, that's like the bull testicle stuff, I think.
Yeah, like the Red Bull stuff.
Yeah. But if you're getting a large and getting refills, like this is not good for anyone, even if you don't have a heart condition.
Yeah. So
Yikes,
yeah, the
that's
family's
scary.
Suing Panera. I mean, that's fucking dangerous. Like, why do you make that? Why do you sell that?
People like caffeine.
I guess, but that just seems... I don't know.
How much
that
is
seems
in
crazy.
like a Celsius? People love these Celsiuses.
What's Celsius?
It's some energy drink that people love.
Celsius. Oh, fitness drink that has green tea, caffeine, guarana seed extract, taurine, ginger root extract, but it has no sugar.
How much caffeine?
It doesn't
in Celsius?
say on the website.
Oh, 200 milligrams of caffeine per can.
Okay, that's...
Celsius heat contains 300 milligrams. I don't know what Celsius heat is.
Good Lord. That's so much.
An espresso shot has 150 milligrams of caffeine.
Really?
A venti hot coffee has 325 milligrams of caffeine.
You know, I used to get this thing at Intelligentsia. Was it 4 shots of espresso? And
I always get 4 shots. Yeah.
What is that called?
Wait, that's crazy. Yeah, because I'll get 4 shots of espresso on ice. So I'm drinking like
4 shots
milligram.
of espresso on ice.
Yeah, that's what I usually get if I go to Starbucks. A Red Bull only has 80 milligrams. So actually, like a Red Bull is the same as drinking like a matcha.
Or like a
16-ounce
Coke or
matcha
something.
is, interesting. Like the Red Bull has the least amount.
That's
of all
crazy.
I know, that's really surprising.
Wow.
I think it's mixing the Red Bull with alcohol that's dangerous.
Oh,
somehow.
I used to drink so much Red Bull.
Oh my God, me
vodkas.
too. Yeah, because we were before the espresso martini stage.
Oh, right. Espresso martinis. I've never had
we were
an espresso martini.
I've been sober ever
Right.
since. I've never had an Aperol Spritz. I've never had an
those are
espresso
good.
martini.
Those are
I
good.
know. I'm really missing out.
A can of
pissed.
Coke has 34 milligrams of caffeine.
It's so crazy.
It seems like, because like I'll drink a can of Coke and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I'm jacked. If I have a Mexican Coke, I'm jacked to the ceiling.
I'm jacked, and then after an hour, I'm
then
like,
I
I'm
crash.
so tired.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I need to sleep right now.
Yeah. God, caffeine. What a drug.
What a drug.
speaking of drugs, what's going on in Australia?
Oh, okay. So I mentioned this like a month ago or 2 months ago. This Australian woman had made a dinner for her her ex-in-laws. It was her ex-husband's parents and her ex-husband's parents' sister and her husband. They were like in their 70s. And her 2 kids, who I think are like teenage aged. And she invited her ex-husband over for dinner, but he couldn't make it. And a few days after the dinner, the in-laws, the parents, and then the sister, the older sister, the parent's sister, grandparent's sister died. And then the other guy was in the hospital for like 2 months, had to have a liver transplant, and he luckily survived. They're like, was this intentional? Because her 2 kids were not sick. She was not sick.
Oh, that's interesting.
Although she claims that she did go to a hospital for stomach issues after that. But she bought mushrooms from the market, and then she bought dried mushrooms from an Asian market, she said, to make this like, what was like a meatloaf or some sort of beef Wellington dish. That she got arrested like a few days ago.
Oh.
Because apparently she had this dehydrator that she threw away, and they found it like at this like whatever trash.
Was she like
pile.
foraging death caps or something?
Well, I think initially they didn't know that the people had died from death caps, but I think they had tested them, and it is official that it is death caps.
Oh, snap.
Because the guy had to have a liver transplant, and like he almost died.
Yikes.
So her name's Erin Patterson, and she had this lunch in July, and now she's charged with 3 counts of murder and 5 counts of attempted murder.
Yikes.
But yeah, there was this dehydrator that I think she used like for the mushrooms or something that she threw away. And they're like, why did you throw this away? And she's like, because she threw it away because the people died. And she's like, I panicked and I didn't know what to do, so I threw it away.
Well, right.
Which
and
makes her look
remnants.
even more suspicious, even if she is innocent.
Yeah. I mean, also, I'm sure those mushrooms weren't from the market or the Asian market. Like, she definitely like was foraging and used buying the other mushrooms as an alibi.
Right. But 2 years ago, her husband was in the hospital for severe stomach pains.
Oh, she's been on this for a while.
So they're like, what, did she do this a couple of years ago? But apparently, like, her relationship between the husband and the in-laws is like very amicable. Like, there's no...
Not to her.
Right. That's why I'm like, is there a will in here?
Yeah, I was going to say, something.
Is there an estate somewhere?
Unless one of the kids did it.
Maybe. Well, because she said the kids ate the leftovers the next day, but they took all the mushrooms off it because the kids don't like mushrooms.
Well, there you go.
So, why didn't she die? Why didn't she die?
How old are the kids?
I'm not sure. She's 48. So her kids are
they're like adults.
Or they could be like teenagers, teenage age.
Yeah, they're not like babies.
No, not babies.
I think maybe it's the kids, and maybe they're upset about the divorce, and they're upset that the dad and mom are divorced, and
they
so
took
they
the mushrooms
poison.
Off.
Yeah, I think it's them. Stay tuned, but that's what my hunch. Allie's hunch corner.
Wow,
that's what I think it is.
It was the kids this whole time.
It was the kids this whole time.
But man,
upset
that
about the
sucks
divorce.
It sucks if she really is innocent and like didn't mean to do this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess that's true. Like, also, if maybe she bought mushrooms that accidentally were poisonous, like that. Because
there was
too.
like some sort of alert that were like were death caps in the area or something, and to be careful.
Oh,
some sort of thing. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's enough evidence, but they just searched her house, so they're gonna like look, see if she was Googling anything.
Oh yeah. Webcrawlers podcast, How to Get Out of Murder.
How to Get Out of
Australia, Australia mushroom
Death
murders.
cap murders. Maybe she bought some, what was that, lentil Daily Harvest?
Oh, the Daily Harvest lentils.
The lentils this whole
They make
time.
pasta now, and it looks so bad. I'm sorry, Daily Harvest. You gotta just
Are they still
call
in
it a day.
business?
Yeah, I know,
mean,
it's crazy, and their food looks so bad. Like all their hot food, other than their smoothies, which is also
Did
like
we ever
they're
do
not
a
healthy.
Daily Harvest ad? No, right?
No.
We did the other one. Meatloaf.
Oh yeah, Fresh. Hello Fresh.
That I need to order those sloppy joes again. Those were legit.
Oh, fuck.
delicious.
Yeah, I love a sloppy Joe.
I gotta get that.
That's a good T-shirt. Just says Sloppy Joe,
sloppy Joe.
or a hat just says Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe.
I'll write that down.
In like a brown color.
Yeah, a brown Sloppy Joe hat. Speaking of Sloppy Joe, what's going on here?
The Travis Kelce thing.
Yeah.
He, I just saw this briefly. He, I guess, filed like, what is it called when you trademark things?
Yeah, a whole bunch of names. It's funny. Everyone was saying like, you have one date with Taylor Swift and then she teaches you about capitalism.
Yeah. Files 5 new trademark requests for his name and catchphrases like, all right, nah.
All right, nah.
What
Are you going to be
you-
sued now because we said that on the podcast?
I don't understand. It's so the phrases are named Travis Kelce, Flight 87. I guess his number is 87.
His number
right?
87, yeah.
All right, nah. Killa Trav and Kelsey's Crunch.
A cereal?
What?
Is a cereal coming soon?
I don't know. It's
I
all
need some
three
Kelsey's Crunch.
include descriptions for the sale of various merchandise items.
Oh.
He's planning to release buttons, bobbleheads, posters, hats, hoodies, socks, sweatpants, sweatshirts, polo shirts, jerseys, and t-shirts. Oh, you can
Listen.
also look forward to a breakfast cereal from the two-time Super Bowl
Kelsey's
winner.
Crunch. I knew
Kelsey's
it.
Crunch.
Kelsey's Crunch. We would love to do ads for Kelsey's Crunch if you're listening.
Yeah.
I will eat up some Kelsey's Crunch. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I
Huge
mean,
fans.
his jersey is one of the top 5 selling NFL players. Saw a 400,000% spike in sales. Of course,
That is so fucking crazy.
God.
You know
that's
what we need to do?
insane.
We need Taylor Swift to wear some Web Crawlers merch.
Can you
Or
imagine? We would be millionaires.
Yeah, or on her next tour, just be like, shout out to Web Crawlers
Shout out.
podcast.
Webcrawlers podcast.
Yeah, that's what we have to do.
We get 3 orders for shirts. Everyone's like, no.
Yeah, it's just super depressing. One thing I will say about Taylor Swift that I have noticed recently is that I think how social she is scares me in its unrelatability.
She has been going out a lot recently. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering because I think she goes back on tour soon.
Right.
And I'm
Yeah.
wondering, is she just like trying to get in all her social events and stuff?
Yeah.
Like,
She's like at a girls' dinner every single night.
yeah.
And I'm like,
Did you see last night?
yeah.
Selena Gomez, Gigi, Brittany Mahomes,
Yeah.
Sophie
Someone
Turner.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'd be exhausted. And I also don't have enough friends for that. She went out with Phoebe Bridgers too.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, different night.
There was
I
that
don't know.
article about her going to all these different restaurants. I sent it
really?
to you.
I don't think so.
It was just about her in New York. But like, I think I saw something else that was like, why does she do this? Because when you go to like all these hot spots in New York, you go there to be seen, like,
Right.
but she doesn't need the attention. Like, I don't know. Like, is it?
Maybe she likes it.
Yeah, no, I get everyone says all the
Yeah.
waiters that they talk to are like, she tips very well. She always picks up the bill.
Yeah.
She's always nice to everyone.
I mean, I think it would be hard for her to go anywhere.
Yeah,
I think
that's
if she
true.
went to an Olive Garden
Yeah,
in the
yeah, I
suburbs, she would be seen and
Yeah.
swarmed. So I think no matter, I think the the thinking is like, no matter where I go,
Yeah.
I'm going to be swarmed. So I
Yeah.
might as well go somewhere that I like and somewhere that's like close to
Yeah.
where I live.
I mean, how old is she? Like 33 or something?
Yeah. I mean, she's not like in her 20s.
You know, like
Listen,
going out, having fun.
I'm not dissing it. I'm just
No,
saying
it's a lot.
I would be exhausted, especially if I just did a tour. I'd be like, I'm staying in my pajamas on the couch and catching up on Netflix. And I'm
Yeah.
just, wow, good for you for having all these friendships and going out to dinner every night.
Yeah.
That's never been my story. I'm proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
How
People
do you do
were angry at her for hanging out with Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez is a loser, in my opinion, having nothing to do with Israel or Gaza. I just think her whole bit really upsets me. Like her whole
So
self.
for those who don't know, she's the number 3 top followed person on Instagram
Yes.
after Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know, she has hundreds of millions of followers or whatever. And she, instead of saying something about Israel and Gaza and what's going on there, she put out a statement that was like, I don't condone any of this. I need to take a social media break because you're all too much or something.
Yeah.
And that's what you post. And then someone's like, oh, interesting. Because when Taylor Swift was going through like something, like she posted a whole thing, was like, leave Taylor alone. Leave this alone. She had a huge opinion about that. But now she's like, no, I'm not going to deal with it. And people are like,
Yeah.
screw you. And she liked Amy Schumer's posts.
Such an idiot. Listen, by the way, she reactivated a day later. And
Did
was
she?
was like liking someone else's post. One of her friends posted a selfie and she was liking it. I just think she's so dramatic and she's such a victim. And she is her whole shtick of like, I'm single, why is this girl so pretty? I wish I could be that girl. Like, why aren't I that girl? I'm going to be single forever. The victim, like Tina Fey, ack thing from 2013 is not where it's at anymore. Like, you need to find a new shtick. And I just find her really unappealing. I used to really like her because I think she does do a lot of activism at some point.
Did you see her documentary?
Yeah. And I liked her documentary.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Her public persona I just don't enjoy it. She just seems like she takes herself so seriously. And that, I mean, I have no idea what it's like to be famous. Also, I know she has a bipolar diagnosis and she's on steroids a lot for lupus. And like when I'm on steroids, I like go crazy. So listen, I think there's probably a lot of causality for it, but I don't know.
I don't know. If you have that many followers, she said something like, it's not going to change anything. Yeah, it will. It will, because you have so many people who follow you.
Yeah. I mean, you could also not take a stance if you want to, and then do a crowd, because you can do on Instagram, what is it? Like you can get donations for things.
Oh, yeah, do like a crowdfunding.
Fund for like Doctors Without Borders
Yeah.
or something, and that isn't for a side.
Or for there's one that I posted, the children of victims
Gaza.
of the war. Yeah.
Right. But that's specifically for a side, So,
Sure.
but I'm saying if she didn't want to,
She can
pick
post
a side
donations
or
for
whatever.
both sides. Both sides. She can put
Yeah.
donations for children here, women and children here.
yeah, whatever
No one's
it
going to be
is.
mad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people probably
Will be mad because there's something
But that's what
mad
I'm
about.
saying. Like Doctors Without Borders is a total general one that is non-specific, and they're helping on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she could have done that if she wanted to. I think that Kamala Harris's daughter-in-law like posted something.
Oh yeah, I saw that article. It's like Ella Emhoff. What was it?
Yeah, she's a
Whatever-
freak, but
whatever her name is. I follow her.
She posted. Yeah, she posted for.
She helped donate,
for
or she
Gaza.
helped raise $8 million. I'm like, no, I mean, she didn't.
Well, she didn't raise it,
No,
but she posted.
I reposted the same thing.
Yeah, so
Anyone
in theory,
can
you did too.
could repost that thing. So
Yeah, but she's using her platform.
I helped
yeah,
raise $8 million.
totally.
for the
Yeah, but
children.
I don't know. I think for even reasons other than that, Selena Gomez bums me out. Well, speaking of something that's a little lighter, Tell us about this new Beatles song.
that you refuse to listen to.
I honestly have refused to listen to it. I don't know why I have a Beatles block.
You had a Beatles block?
I have a Beatles block.
Okay.
I don't think I like music.
Maybe that's a thing.
I know. I only like musicians.
Well, do you like Paul McCartney or John Lennon?
No.
Okay. Well, there's a new Beatles song that is the last Beatles song, and it is called Now and Then, and it's from a recording that I believe Yoko had of John Lennon just like singing by himself. He wrote this song, and it's the last song he wrote and sang, and and the tape, like the quality is like not good. So they used AI to make the song, like to get the vocals.
Oh, wow.
And then Paul added some music to it, and maybe Ringo's in there somewhere. And it's really good. And it's called Now
Is it
and
good?
Then. And it's Now and Then is the last thing that John Lennon said to Paul McCartney before he died. He said, like, all right, I'll see you now and then,
Oh, wow.
before he got murdered.
Whoa.
So
that's
they
crazy.
have this song, and it's great. It's classic Beatles. It's a good song.
They should
And
play
there's,
that
like,
song
this-
and do a seance.
And there's a 12-minute short video on how they made it
Oh.
on the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes.
Yeah, if you Google it, you can see how it's made. It's interesting.
Did you watch that Disney Plus documentary?
Oh, did I?
I didn't.
All 50 hours of it?
Yeah. I did. not.
I did, and I'd watch it again.
I heard it's amazing.
It's fascinating just to see them hanging out, writing music. It's like you just see Paul McCartney be like, he's like, okay, I forgot this one song, like, let it be, let it be, like figuring out how to write Let It Be. Like
That's so insane.
one of the most amazing songs ever. It's like just hearing them in like different versions of stuff.
That's crazy.
And they're just like joking around, hanging out, and like Yoko's
writing the
there
most
being a fucking
prolific-
weirdo.
Yeah.
Like she's just there like in her dark hair and just like sitting there like next to
The
John
ring.
the whole time.
Kind of unrelated, but semi-related, is I just got to the part in the Britney autobiography where Justin gets her pregnant and they decide on an at-home abortion because no one wants her to go to the hospital. So she takes abortion pills and she's in the worst pain of her life. And it's like devastating. And she goes to the bathroom and she's just on the bathroom floor and she's like curled up in pain, crying. And she's like, so then Justin came in with his guitar and started serenading me because he thought it would make me feel better. And I was like, this fucking guy. Can you imagine having an abortion on the floor and your boyfriend just comes in and starts playing guitar at you?
I wonder what he was singing.
I would smash the guitar on his head. That's like the worst thing I've ever heard. That's like that should be in a Saw movie. That's how I feel about that. That's horrible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, speaking of horrible things, famous burper Robert Durst. I almost just called him Fred Durst. I did it all for the nookie. Oh, I think he dated Britney Spears. Fred Durst, not Robert Durst.
So
Yeah. So I guess there's the Jinx Part 2 is coming with new episodes, allegedly.
Oh, really?
Oh, really, fool? HBO announced on Thursday that a 6-part documentary series, The Jinx Part 2, is set to debut in 2024. Director Andrew Jarecki will return to helm the new series, which will follow the events that unfolded after Durst's 2015 arrests and the 2000 murder of Susan Berman, up until his death in prison in January 2022. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew he died, or I did know and I forgot.
I think I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
But we
that's
talked
like,
about that last quote. I killed them all, of course.
yeah, that's fucking insane.
Well, that was edited.
What do you mean?
It was, the rest of the quote was, him saying like it was out of context. I read a whole article about how it was out of context, and it was like, what do they expect me to say? I killed them all, of course.
Oh, that's
blah, blah,
fucked
blah.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's... You know what? Robert Durst got a bad edit.
You know what?
He's a good guy, got a bad edit.
Yeah, but that's crazy that they did that, because everyone was like, oh my God, the end of the Jinx. He admitted to it. And you're like,
no. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, last quick news story, just, as spooky season comes to a close. This is from the Mirror. We got possessed in a graveyard. Now the ghosts have followed us home. A couple fear they may have brought a sinister and demonic presence in their home following a dramatic graveyard possession. Interesting. A couple who investigate paranormal activity in their spare time, fun, believe spirits could have followed them home. Charlie Harker, 58, and Teresa Hughes, 59, that's fun, run the ghost investigation company Afterlife Paranormal. And they post their findings on Facebook. And I guess like they did some work in a graveyard, and Teresa allegedly got possessed there.
Oh.
So they say, and then they're saying that they brought the ghost back with them.
Well, I hope they cooked it a nice meal.
Yeah, best of luck to the happy couple. And
oh wait, do you read the rest of this?
I've skimmed to know what happened.
The alleged incident apparently occurred during an investigation at lime pits. And he discovered Teresa lying in the mud in total darkness during the investigation after hearing a scream, and she telling something or somebody to get out.
Oh my God. Dramatic much, Teresa? She was probably on her period.
She said she peed herself and being soaked wet. I don't remember anything apart from Charlie standing by me. I had to pee myself. There was a eerie photograph of them. Yeah, at first the hauntings were low energy, but then they ramped up.
But then they took their Adderall. And then they went boss dog mode.
They went boss dog. Well,
weird.
Okay. Good luck to the happy couple.
One creepy Facebook Live video shows a doll apparently rolling down the stairs.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, so they rolled that shit. I call bullshit on this couple, but I think it's cool she pissed herself for likes.
Yeah.
I will also piss myself for likes if I have to. Well, let's get into TV. I've been watching, or I did watch, Penny Dreadful. I finished all 3 seasons. It is starring Josh Hartnett, who, let me tell you guys, he's still got it.
Still got it.
Well, I guess this is from 2014. It was from 2014 to 2016. So he had it.
He was in the new Black Mirror.
Oh my God. And his thighs.
And where has he been this whole time?
Oh, well, I did some deep Googling. He's married with a kid.
So he's been in dad mode.
Yeah, I was like, is Josh Hartnett single? Because I thought, is Josh Hartnett on Raya maybe? But that's me in a relationship, just wondering if Josh Hartnett is
45. Single. Oh, he got married in 2021.
Yeah, recently.
Oh, I
missed my chance. I missed my window.
3 kids.
Oh, fuck, 3?
Oh.
He's so hot, it's ridiculous. So he's in it. Eva Green is in it. She looks like Marion Cotillard, but she's not. Like, if you're confused about who Eva Green is. This guy, Reeve Carney, is in it. I don't know if you know who he is, but he played, I think, like the Spider-Man in that like doomed Spider-Man Broadway musical.
Oh,
the one where like everyone died. Yeah, the one where everyone was dying.
Oh.
He's really good. He plays Dorian Gray. It's like so sexy. There's parts of it that are so sexy. It's basically Victorian London, like 1800s London, and there's vampires and Dr. Frankenstein and Dr. Jekyll and Dorian Gray and werewolves. And it's just, if you're into kind of stuff like that, it's fun. Patti LuPone is in it, Timothy Dalton.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like a fun little show.
fun.
Season 1 and 2 are way better than season 3, if you are
Isn't
curious.
that how it always goes?
Always, yeah. It ends kind of weirdly, but it's a quick watch and it's really good.
Interesting. I watched the JUUL
I've
Netflix
been seeing that. Yeah.
thing. It keeps fucking popping up on my Netflix.
Yeah, it's
and I
coming
was like,
after me
okay,
too.
I'll watch this. It's about how the vape pens,
Yeah.
the rise and fall of the JUUL. And it's pretty interesting. It's pretty
Is
interesting.
it? What does it have to say about juuling? Vaping?
Well, it's about how, well, it's complicated because these people invented it to help adults to stop smoking like cigarettes
Yeah.
that have, tar, like cancer causing
Right.
chemicals in them.
Carcinogens, yeah.
And so this is like, okay, but they're still going to be addicted, but it's just nicotine.
Right.
Which is better for them than whatever. But then kids started getting a hold of it. And kids started getting so addicted because the nicotine content, I think in one JUUL is a whole carton of cigarettes.
Oh, fuck. Are you serious? That's crazy.
Yeah. And so these kids were getting addicted and like
It's like the
people are
Panera
posting-
lemonade of cigarettes.
And it was like on Instagram, like all these kids posting with it. And then like they all started getting sick and like kids were dying. Were dying.
Are you crying?
I just smoked my JUUL. This one kid had his lung collapsed. Like he had to get surgery.
Oh my God.
And then they had like, I know it's banned in some places, but
The flavors and stuff.
yeah, like at its peak, it got bought by, I don't remember the name of the company. One of the companies that like owns Marlboro, like
Right.
OG cigarettes, and the company and everyone who worked there was like, what the fuck? Like they're our enemy. Like you're just selling it because they wanted in on it.
Yeah, of course.
They're like, well,
they
this
did.
goes against everything that we did. But and the owners are like billionaires, but I guess the sales have gone way down because they banned certain
Good.
flavors in different areas because it's like so bad for kids.
Yeah, I mean, that's and all the flavors are like cotton candy, like Lucky Charms,
Yeah, I guess like mango was like a big one.
Kelsey's Krispies.
Kelsey's Krispies. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. And then I watched some movies.
Ooh, I haven't watched any movies recently. What have you been up to?
Well, I watched Steven Spielberg's first movie
Oh,
called Duel.
oh,
It is so good. It
I don't know,
is
I've heard of it.
from the, what is it, from the 80s, 70s or 80s?
71.
Yeah, 71. And it is so simple. It's just about this guy who is getting basically chased by a truck driver on the road.
Fun.
And it's like a thriller and it's so good. It's very good.
Oh my God, I think they like legit remade this.
Oh,
With
bet.
God, what's his name? The one who played Gladiator?
Joaquin Phoenix.
No. I think they remade this and it was called like Road Rage or something.
Oh. Wait, remake. Duel,
Unhinged. Unhinged with
Unhinged.
Russell Crowe.
Oh, Russell Crowe.
I mean, I don't know enough about. After a confrontation with an unstable man at an intersection, a woman becomes the target of his rage, and he like follows her around in his truck. I don't know if
That's-
it's similar, but
Yes, yeah, that is basically what happens. But it's really good to see like Steven Spielberg's first movie.
yeah, that's
Like
cool.
before. Yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend it. And then I watched two new movies. I saw Priscilla, which is Sofia Coppola's new movie.
I heard it's amazing, way better than the Baz Luhrmann one. Or what did you think?
I saw the Baz Luhrmann one.
Yes.
I liked the Baz Luhrmann one. It's very Baz Luhrmann.
Of course.
It's
yes.
very Romeo and Juliet,
Yes.
It's a Baz Luhrmann film and it's a lot and it's like, yeah, it's fine. And Priscilla, I didn't like it as much as I thought I would.
Oh,
I'll tell you that.
interesting. Okay, maybe people are falling into the hype. Interesting.
It's very good. Like every frame of it, it just looks so perfect. Like it's so good. And Jacob Elordi,
Yeah.
he looks so much like Elvis.
That's so crazy.
He makes a way better Elvis than
Poor
Austin
Austin
Butler.
Butler. Austin Butler like didn't talk to his friends or family for like 3 years. He's like getting in character.
That's insane. Because like Jacob Elordi, I thought at one point he was like wearing like prosthetics or something.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know what, like his face, the makeup, the hair, whatever. He looks exactly like Elvis. He's so good. It's crazy.
Well, he went Lilo and Stitch mode.
He went Lilo and Stitch mode. And it's really good. And it's like sad. And it's I would give it, 3.5 to 4 stars.
Oh, okay. Out of 5.
Out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I'm a Coppola head. Love Virgin Suicides.
Yeah, well, that's great.
Yeah. And then I saw Fingernails.
What is that?
This is a movie starring Chef. And Chef
Who is Chef?
from The Bear.
From what?
The Bear.
Oh, your mic just sounded so weird. Oh, interesting. I never watched The Bear. Okay.
That's right. You didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, I tried to, and I just couldn't get into it. Okay.
But it's Chef. It's Jeremy Allen White
Okay.
and Jessie Buckley. She's from Women Talking.
Okay, got it. Ooh, Riz Ahmed.
Riz Ahmed is also in it.
Luke Wilson.
And that was Luke Wilson.
Yeah.
I thought it was him. I forgot to Google it. It is about people who are in a relationship. They can go to this love place where they can evaluate the relationship and test their compatibility.
Oh.
It's either 0%, 50%, or 100%.
Oh, that looks good.
If it's 100%, they're both soulmates in love. If it's 50%, only one person is in the relationship, like loves the other person. And if it's 0%, no compatibility. And you can decide whether or not to break up or stay together based on that.
It's kind of like Lobster-esque.
Yes, that's very similar to what it is. And I will say The Lobster was way better.
I'm reading a review. It says slow, boring, and painful to watch. Did you agree?
Yeah, I thought it would have made a very nice short film. Would have been an excellent, and it sucks
Like
because
a Black Mirror episode or something?
yes, because Jessie Buckley, she's amazing, and Riz Ahmed is amazing. Jeremy
Right.
Allen White, amazing, and it still was like, oh, it just like dragged on and on.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Cool. Great
Well,
idea.
Good
Love the
premise.
idea. Yeah,
Bummer.
but
Well, at least you read a book that you like a little more?
I have not finished. I just started Julia Fox's book,
Oh, okay.
Down the Drain. It's getting great reviews. I've had so many people recommend it because I just finished
Interesting.
Brittany's. It's really good.
I like her. I've done a 180 on her. I'll read it after Brittany.
Yeah, it's really good. And it's so crazy because I think like I'm only like 2 chapters in.
Yeah.
But like the stuff she like just glazes over, you're like, and then, my grandmother made me pee in a cat litter box, and then my dad's friend got murdered and he dismembered him. And I'm like, hold on, what?
Hold on,
You just
what?
Slow down. You just slow down. You're like, her life's crazy.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed from like what you just said and reading the Brittany thing is like how much trauma so
Yes.
many people have that we just like shelf and don't deal with. And then it comes out in like bad men and eating disorders and compulsive behaviors. And it's just like, God, it's so crazy.
But it's good.
I'll get it. On a high note, who is Fiona the sheep?
The hero of the week. I saw this article and I was like, this is perfect. So Britain's loneliest sheep was rescued after 2 years at the foot of a cliff.
Oh, sweetheart.
Yeah. So it's this sheep that was hailed Britain's loneliest sheep, was rescued by a group of farmers from a remote beach in the Scottish Highlands.
Oh.
So the sheep, called Fiona, and has just like a huge fleece, it had been stranded at the foot of the cliffs for at least 2 years.
Oh, yeah, it's all matted and dreadlocked. Poor girl.
And people have tried to like organize rescues for it over the past few years, and it just keeps failing, and no one's managed to do it because they had to haul her up a steep slope.
Oof.
And they're like, I don't know how she got down there, but they finally got her. They got her to like a rescue area. But apparently, like, sheep are very social animals because they're always in herds.
They're like the Taylor Swift of animals.
Yes. And this woman, Jillian, spotted the sheep 2 years ago. She was paddling along the coast. And she's like, oh, that's weird. There's the sheep there. It was just by itself. And she did the paddleboard thing again like a year later. She's like, wait, that sheep is still there? And it would like run to the rocks like to her. And she's like, what the fuck? Because it just wanted like someone.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I need to figure out how to organize this. And she finally got a bunch of people together. And
Oh, good.
I know, it's so sad.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats, Fiona. You truly are the hero of the week, or the people who rescue you, but you are a hero in our eyes forever. For dealing with isolation and coming out on the other end. We love you, Fiona.
EWE.
You. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, on that note, that is today's episode. Please call in. I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And that's all, folks. Bye.
Bimbo News! Bimbo News! Bimbo News! Bimbo News! All the news you can handle. Bimbo News! So tune in to this channel. Bimbo News! Everything you want to know. Bimbo News! About recent news and TV shows. Bimbo News!
Powered by Acast.